Hey guys, welcome to my video regarding Global Entry Program enrollment for US permanent residents and Indian citizen. The Global Entry Program is a program hosted by the CBP for trusted travelers to expedite the entry into the US. And fortunately for us, also includes TSA pre-check, which means if you want to travel within the US, then you can go on the fast track checkpoints so that you save time, and also you don't have to take off the shoes, laptops, belts, and stuff like that. All those details are on the website and can be seen easily. As you can see, there are a whole range of programs that the CBP has, ranging from TSA Pre, Global Entry, Nexus, Sentry, and Fast. Today we are only going to talk about global entry enrollment for US permanent resident and Indian citizen. Once approved, the program once approved in the program, the user is eligible to use the facilities for 5 years, and it has a renewal fee for $100 for every 5 years. So let's get into the process. You start off with a simple application that can be filled up online, and it will ask you your ID, your current address, your past addresses, your work history, and your mailing address. It will also ask you if you have visited any other countries, and then you just go ahead and pay the application fees. After the application fees and after the application is submitted, the CBP reviews your application, and it takes anywhere between 6 months to 9 months for them to conditionally approve your application. Once your application is conditionally approved, we move on to the second step, which is the interview process. The interview process can be done via two ways. One, you can book an appointment online and you can go to the enrollment center and on the designated date with your ID and give an interview. The second way to do it is whenever you're coming to the US from an international location, you can complete your enrollment at the global entry kiosk then. The the only difference for an Indian citizen, if the citizen is also a US permanent resident, is that they can go ahead and schedule the interview directly once their application is conditionally approved. Or else, if they have a visitor visa to the US, they have to do another process in India, which is they have to get in touch with the passport office, and the Indian police will then conduct a review and a background search. And once that search is done, then only and then they can schedule the interview. But if you're a US permanent resident, you do not have to go through this process. So that is the benefit of, of getting the global entry if you're an Indian citizen and if you have a US residency. The US, as we already discussed, the enrollment on arrival is a way to expedite your interview process. You do not have to schedule an interview. You can just come to the US from an international location, and if you go to the global entry kiosk, you can complete your enrollment at the airport without having to schedule an interview. Now, once you are accepted into the program, once your interview is finalized, you will be given something called a known traveler number, and this is your global entry card. The known traveler number is what you have to enter into the airline system before you book a ticket. It will not be active on the same day. So suppose you are enrolled on, let's say, August 1st, it will take something around 10 days to 14 days for the program to start working and your global entry number to be known. It will not work on the same day. Once your once the process is done, you can go to the airline website, and in your profile there will be something called a known traveler number field, and you can go ahead and enter the number in that field and click save. So when the next time you book a ticket and you show up at the airport and you print your boarding pass, it will have a pre-check written on it. That pre-check means that now you can take the global entry line to complete your security check, and you do not have to go in the regular lines. Now my timeline, this is what it looked like. I applied for the global entry on November 12, 2020. I applied using a Chase credit card. There are a whole bunch of other credit cards that provide the, the discount. So I used the Chase credit card to complete my enrollment. I was conditionally approved for the program on March 17. So as you can see, around about 5 months. And then I was able to conduct and schedule my interview for the August 7th. The interview process was fairly straightforward. You go ahead with your documents, your ID. They will conduct a fingerprints. They'll ask you questions to verify your identity, and they would like to know where you were in the past 5 years. They will verify all the information, and once they are satisfied, they will let you leave the interview. And my application actually got approved very soon after leaving the interview. So that was all about the global entry program for Indian citizens who are US permanent residents. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the chat box below. Thank you, and I'll see you around for another video. Bye for now.